Okay. I'll be live. And sound working, I think. Let me just put this here. I can see chat. Wait. Okay. Continue. Let's go. Microphone. I should confront Medusa. Let's go see Medusa. Grace is Italian today.
This must be the Viper's Nest.
Oh no, maybe
Scariest part of town, no
Laura.
sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Oh, there you are. Man, this place is the
not.
worst.
Freddy's got a mace.
Cheat on me.
Freddy? What are you doing here?
What, you thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Freddy, please tell me you don't think you're some kind of adventurer.
I'm sorry. Are you not about to head into a monster's lair at great personal peril? What else would you call that?
You're such a dork. I adore you.
Good, because I'm not about to let you wander in there without backup. Who knows? Maybe the stuff I know about Medusa might actually apply. Well, that'd be a switch.
Tell me what you know.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you know about Medusa?
Well, you know she was human once, right?
I did not know that.
She was cursed.
Apollo mentioned it, yeah.
Cursed by Athena. Or so one of the stories goes.
But she doesn't like Athena.
Doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
Do you think she actually turns people to stone?
Let's hope not, or this could be a short
Maybe
visit.
she was working with Calliope against
I'm
Athena.
serious.
And Athena
Perseus used a mirror to reflect Medusa's gaze back
wanted
at
to fuck
her.
her up.
Oh, maybe you could use your phone.
Selfie
You
camera.
think that would work?
Unless you brought a mirror, Grace, it's all you got.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope?
Maybe. You're here to help?
Always.
Then I have a plan.
Distraction. Or use another entrance. Or confront. We're gonna use a distraction.
Hi, this is where the comic convention is, right? I hope I'm not too late for the signing.
Wait, where's Pan behind me?
I'm afraid you had the wrong address.
What? No. Oh, God. No. No, that can't be right. Do you understand the indignities that I have endured? The weird looks, the body odors. Someone spilled coffee all over my cosplay outfit. No, do not tell me that I got it
just
wrong.
keep them
I spent
busy while I
$50
look
on this
around.
ticket. I demand my personal photo.
Hey, she got that cheap if she got a photo for 50. Like 70 plus. What on earth?
What a long day, hiding in the light. Such a long day,
Ooh, okay.
dreaming of tonight. This sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. I'm really gonna hate myself tonight.
Medusa, listen, stop, I'm warning you. This is something you don't wanna do.
Tell me more about me, look at you. A prime sashimi with opinions too.
Medusa, listen, I'm warning you.
Yes, keep on warning
There's no
me.
rewinding, it's something you can't undo. Can't undo.
It's kind of the point, lovely. Now look into your body.
Well, that's not what I wanted.
I think you're saying I can't speak, and that was why can't I speak? I call it the preparation. All right, that's fine. You want the boring facts? Well, dear, this process makes your meat relax. Turn you to stone, and miss that lovely musy taste of you. And it's just murder on the jumpers too. That thing you said before, you're right, it's true. Feels extra special doing something you can't undo. Look into me. Oh, she's looking away. Hey, look
You flipped that hood.
me.
Then out came the snakes. Oh, you're so good. Finally, some steaks. Oh, the ice thing. What a difference an actual monster makes. You and Athena. Here's the thing I don't get. Are you her spy, some sort of PI, or more like her pet? Am I hurting the
Play against that ego, maybe?
when I mention her name?
The fact that she'd hate that you're on my plate only makes me more game. Look into
Might work. Let's see if
Medusa,
Freddy's.
look into your own eyes. Nope. Okay, the phone thing doesn't work on you. Ooh. Nevertheless, let's take a look at you. Van called you hideous. That's just untrue.
enough.
I'd kill for eyes like that. The body too.
Don't look at me.
Maybe the hair needs some attending to.
Don't look at me.
Big picture, honey. It's nothing you can't undo. Yeah, you're not a killer. You're much too cute.
You're lost, little
Flirt with her.
girl. No more Hail Marys. We both know the cute girl's you. The killer's me.
Don't know, you don't know.
I do know that you didn't
Kill Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know, you know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No. Fine grace.
Don't you see, Medusa? You are just her tool. Your queen's a user. Your Athena's fool. Persephone. She's a friend to me. We can get you free.
You said to me, Persephone
can get you free.
This is a really hard song to sing.
Yes.
That's amazing.
they both fucking nailed it.
Maybe what? Did I miss something?
Is she serious?
That depends. What do you think, Medusa? Will you help me out?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I
Sounds
swear
like
it.
Moaning
That's
Myrtle.
what
Who's the actor?
Asterion told us, more or less.
But you were there that night.
Yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think,
Anjali Bhimani.
I had no part in the muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked.
She's doing like the
until I
Moaning
saw her
Myrtle
feeding.
voice.
Asterion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
He killed Hecate's cat by accident, but this still seems hard to believe.
Yes, I only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. She did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me.
Why are you
followed
following her?
Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing
Was
her
she
at
spying
all?
on her for Athena?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
So you were spying on her.
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was frightened, blooded,
And you didn't help her?
dying.
Let me guess, that made you hungry.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
That does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
You learned the truth? What?
You haven't
What
told
is the
Athena
truth?
any
Couldn't-
of this? You agreed to help.
Ah!
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
No, I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected.
Why should we believe you?
I do kind of
You
believe
did
that.
just try to eat me, remember?
I agreed to help you. I speak the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity. Taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again.
Alright, shut up.
It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have.
Uh-huh.
Well, what of Pan? The only reason I knew Calliope was going to the reliquary is because he informed me.
You knew ahead of
So
time?
much for never lying to me.
What were the odds, honestly?
Let's put a pin in that for the moment, shall we?
I am a monster. It's true. I do not deny it.
I don't think you did.
I did not.
Well, she said she didn't
kill
learn the truth till
muse.
later, so what truth did she learn? No, I've not asked enough questions.
Say we believe you. For the moment.
I've told you everything I know. We have a bargain. You said my curse might be lifted.
Hey, I'll ask Persephone. That's all I can do.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy.
Why are we zooming out? Is someone spying
I
on
cannot
us?
help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Hey.
Whether I tell Athena depends. Have you done this before?
Well,
don't you think Athena should know what her spy master is like?
She knows.
She cannot. I am a
Oh,
lost
she
and cursed
knows.
thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth, I hope you find what you seek.
She should nail down those floors a bit better. They're squeaking a lot.
We meet again someday. And sing
Screws are meant to be good. Better than nails for preventing creaks. The more you know. Screws and glue. She was a victim
He
too.
knew. Right from the start, Pan knew Calliope was there that night.
Yeah, and who could have foreseen that he was lying to you the entire time? Who, I ask you? A mystery. Even the Oracle couldn't have
What's his
told you.
angle?
It just doesn't make sense. Pan sent me to the reliquary. If he's involved, why would he do that?
He's not telling me the truth, but he's
I
not the
don't
murderer.
know. Guilt, maybe? Anyhow, you probably have a few questions for Mr. Goatman.
He's
At
just
home?
he's just sowing chaos, you know?
Would you really have tried to burn Medusa's face off? With an aerosol can?
Hell yeah! One hint of googly eyes and...
What would I do without you?
You'll never need to answer that question, Grace.
Aww. That's cute. Right. I'll just mute the sound so that I can't hear Cody Payton's voice, and then I won't be.
If it isn't,
Oh, it's too late.
the lovely Grace?
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her. No questions asked.
But you have the key.
I told you I didn't know what happened to Calliope, and that's the truth. I did not. So I nudged you in the right direction.
So you were what? Just trying to be helpful? You still aren't telling me something.
What possible reason would I have to?
Tell me, right now.
Medusa learned that Calliope was going to the reliquary because I told her. Now, before you say anything, I had no idea of the fate awaiting our dear muse.
There we go.
And you yourself said Medusa was not responsible. I simply had to know if I'd inadvertently, rather innocently,
Sold her out? She came to you for help, and you gave her whereabouts to the highest bidder.
I am trying to help Grace. In my way.
What do you mean, in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
True.
I wish I could tell you, Grace.
Bullshit.
I truly do.
No, you just tell me. Just tell me, Mr. Payton. Pan Payton. It's you now. Time to head back home for now. What about if I talk to Persephone? Huh? How about that? Huh? What if I do that? Okay. Maybe I'll go home. What's the difference here? They're both at my apartment, yeah? Okay, let's talk to Freddy. It's gonna make me make a choice that I don't want to make.
Hey, so what's the news, Miss Muse?
Miss Muse.
What's the news,
Does
Miss
a muse have a proper
Muse?
form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having.
Well, I stopped the goddess of love from killing herself, I guess.
Whoa. Do gods have interventions? You know, they're nothing like I thought they would be. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not just yet, no.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
You know what I find weird? that the idols have managed to remain completely secret all these years. Sure, they have magic and whatnot, but in all this time, nobody's found them out? Athena is that good?
Who says nobody has found them out? The way I see it, it's like UFOs.
Okay, I have to hear this.
Okay, so you could have real evidence that UFOs exist and that governments have covered it up and people still wouldn't believe it. Why? Because they'd get laughed at if they admitted it. Imagine the headline: Greek gods exist and are living among us. What website would even run that?
Weird conspiracy ones. Yeah, you're right. Exactly how much do you know about the Greek gods?
This is a good question.
I
And why?
know my Greek mythology, but what I've read clearly doesn't line up with who they are today. Or who they ever were, maybe.
Still might be useful. There's got to be some truth to those stories, right?
Maybe? Who do you want to hear about?
Ooh, all of them.
Do you know anything about the Muses? Or
So
Calliope?
yeah, Calliope would be useful to know.
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9.
9.
Though I guess there are some
I thought there were
sources that
3,
say
yeah.
only 4, maybe 3. Each of the muses
I don't know very
had
much.
her specialty. Did you know that Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry? She inspired the Odyssey.
Wow. I don't even like poetry.
Yeah, it was said her singing voice was unmatched. So they got that part right at least.
Did she also
Aw,
lead the ancient Greeks in
Freddie.
giant choreographed dance numbers?
No, but she once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies, so there's that.
What about Apollo?
Epulu.
Okay, so the prophecy stuff checks out. Apollo was god of the sun and light, but also kind of enlightenment in general. He's always
Sunlightenment.
talked about as this beautiful and cultured god involved with the arts and the muses, kind of a Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
He's clearly had a rough time since those days.
Well, he was
I
also
like- I'm glad that even though they're like Americans, they said Renaissance instead of Renaissance.
giant horn dog, Grace. I can list off like a dozen men and women Apollo has had as lovers, and there's probably more.
Weren't
Well,
they
yeah,
all
but
like
you know
that,
that's
though?
standard.
I mean, Apollo's no Zeus. He never assaulted anyone as a swan. And no, they aren't all like that. Our sun god had a reputation.
Okay.
What
Persephone.
about Athena? Is she really supposed to be the goddess of wisdom?
Sure.
I
But
say
mostly
click on
that's
Athena.
meant as tactical knowledge. Athena wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior
Yeah, that's what I
goddess.
thought.
She was
I
also
thought
the
she was,
goddess of
like-
heroes. There are loads of stories where Athena helps guys like Odysseus or Jason or Perseus.
No female heroes back in those days?
Yeah, guess not. Women were the weaker sex, which maybe is why Athena was portrayed as being vindictive. She cursed Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. It's the
I mean,
whole
that
thing.
kind of tracks.
Not being as wise as advertised is on brand for her then. Tell me what you know about Persephone.
Persephone.
Honestly, she's the least like her stories. Usually, she's either a victim or just the wife of Hades, or both.
And that's it? She was kidnapped by Hades, end of story?
Pretty much. Her mother was so angry, she created winter. But otherwise, Persephone was just your average sweet and virginal fertility goddess.
You're right, that doesn't
She
sound
gets
her
like
at all.
Stockholm syndrome as well,
It
doesn't
must be
she?
hard to be defined by this one thing that happened to you thousands of years ago. I'd be pissed if everyone thought my story ended there.
Well, she is pretty pissed. That much is true. Just how many of these gods are there? From what I've heard, lots of idols live around here.
Well, there are tons of minor gods in Greek mythology, hundreds even, depending on how you define them. Oddly, there's never any mention of the word idols in relation to them. Maybe it's like how people worshipped idols?
I sort of assumed it was related to the eidolon.
Which is a Greek word, but I think it means ghost. An image of someone after they die.
Makes sense.
Me? I'm more amazed at all the big names missing. Not just Zeus.
I wonder if
Hades,
Laura
just
mentioned
Olympians seem to be.
Eidolons in relation to stray
There's something about what's
gods.
been lost,
And Matt was like, ah,
but also
I'm going to use that in my
still be out there.
world building. Sounds cool.
You said Pan was some kind of lust god, right?
Yeah,
He is
kind
horny.
of. Pan's a god of the wild, and I guess that translates into a sort of lustfulness and earthiness, humping nymphs in the forest sort of thing.
And you don't like him.
Honestly, he's exactly what I'd expect him to be. All the stories say he's a lech and a beast. The Christians equated him with the devil. Weirdly, he's also the only god who's supposed to have died, though it's never really clear how or why. Anyhow, there's a great statue depicting Pan having sex with a goat. Next time you see him, you gotta ask him about it.
I mean, he is like half goat, so I don't want to think about that.
There might be other gods out there.
Well, there are all those gods the idols say wandered off. We don't know they're dead for sure, right? They could be living it up in Australia. Who would know? Then there are all the other mythologies, hundreds
I
of
guess-
cultures, each with their own pantheon. So what's so special about the Greeks? That only their gods are real, right? All those other pantheons could be living in secrecy, just like the idols. And that means they're hidden from each other, too. Oh, they could be everywhere, and no one would know.
Yep.
It's like a whole other secret side to the world.
Secret
That's
tunnel.
cool, right? I hope I get to meet Ganesha one day. Or maybe Lakshmi?
Alright, that'll do,
I wonder
Freddy.
how much of those stories are true.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm giving you the quick version. There are reams of textbooks out there covering all this, but even they rarely agree with each other.
Really? Nothing definitive?
Ancient Greece was 3,000 years ago, Grace. Not much information survived all that time, if it was even valid to begin with.
I haven't seen them since the beginning.
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
No, I told them you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should we tell them, do you think?
Nope.
What for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
Is he still crashing on Brian's couch?
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right? Just some giant beanbag things?
They can be
Where's
comfy.
Kaz Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
It's cute.
Oh.
They'll tell us when they're ready.
Aww.
But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
Yeah, let them fuck like bunnies.
I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know what I mean. Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Well, as I see it, there are two ways this goes down. One, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Two, we get back to it, and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
Ugh, I still really hate that name.
Look, Grace, you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
Okay, that's enough questions.
Who
for
named
now.
Queen?
You sure? I can talk all day. You know
Who
I
named
can.
the Beatles?
I'll check back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
I was already home. That was in the house, the apartment with. Oh, Naomi's there.
Hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's Freddy?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
Here I am.
What, you and Freddy are friends now? When did this happen?
When I came looking for you, Friday has this movie that I've never seen. Super cool, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, would you rather not share your mortal friends? Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's a good joke.
can connect
I
any
think.
two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
That would be a really cool power to have. You just like, you don't need to like travel anywhere. You just like walk through the door. You're there.
You mentioned the old.
Could be awkward
Hermes
if like
a lot.
you weren't thinking
You knew
about it
him?
and you accidentally traveled
Yeah,
somewhere
I was
as you
homeless
like,
for a
I
while.
don't know, like
It
leaving the
wasn't a
toilet.
great time, and
Or the
he took
shower.
me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different.
Everyone's on the
Everyone
same
on this
journey.
Man, I still miss him every day.
Oh,
Wait, isn't he
Such.
still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same
That's-
person now?
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
how did Laura? I bet Laura made so many jokes when they were making this.
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and
Porpoise.
she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
'Cause she's a
You
bitch.
can't be this nice. Are you for real?
She's a meanie.
Aw. Well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
Well, yeah.
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually. She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
She could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena entered the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
Yeah.
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that
Where's
creepy
Zeus?
Oliver's? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world.
In all this.
It's everywhere. Watching.
So what? She just
And like Hera.
never leaves
or
the
Hera.
building?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
How wise.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay.
Wait until she sees,
when
sees
you
a
see
train.
Freddie, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Fine.
Thanks, I guess.
Nice food. Choose it again? Oh, I get to choose a second one. Oh. I like this one. I feel like this one has been quite useful. Like that's the only way I managed to stop Aphrodite from doing the thing. And I feel like I had to use it against Medusa. But I like this. I'm glad that I got to choose two. Now I am clever and charming.
There you are, Grace.
It's everything I wish to
Do
be in
have
real
a
life.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you
Mm-hmm.
You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
But you know what happened there. That's where Calliope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace, is it?
So because she made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
You think our judgment was rash? It was.
In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end.
You say that as if
I
there's
am
no
sorry,
chance
Grace.
of me
You may not
proving
believe it, but
Grace's
I care
innocence.
deeply. I care about what happens to you.
No, you
and
don't.
to all the idols.
I kind of want to say that, but I can't.
Do you really? Let's explore where all that caring has gotten them, shall we? You're holding on with a grip so tight, your knuckles are turning white. But that's not enough, is it? Every idol I've met is either lost or broken, or both. They're all slipping through your fingers. If you actually cared about them, you'd do something about it instead of sitting up here worrying about your precious rules.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether.
That's been explained now.
Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us.
Not surprising.
Leftist saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean, our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more.
So, I kind of hope they don't go down the people don't believe in them, so they're dying thing.
We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
You know, it's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have. You can't see what you're throwing away.
She mad?
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is.
How have I made your job harder?
If you have
I've made
any
it
other
easier.
questions or concerns, now's the
Oh, I
time.
have so many. Why did you kill Calliope? Where's that question? Why did you kill Calliope? Simple.
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
I mean, it's correct.
The same person gave it to me, who gave it to Calliope.
And who gave it to Calliope then? I see.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
It's not the risk of
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Okay, she does not like Pan.
Okay,
I don't want to
so
out
you don't like Pan much.
Medusa.
I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
Sort of. But I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this. Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If
Fuck
there's
you,
another
you're
way
not.
to resolve this any way at all, I will take it.
Will you? Really?
Bullshit. She started this whole conversation saying they were hesitant to just give the week because they thought it would make it harder, as if she like assumes and like expects that no matter what I do, she wants to kill me.
Good luck.
Grace.
Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
No. Fuck you. Probably poisoned.
Don't take
Lace
it
with
personal,
something.
Grace. Athena's first instinct is to follow the rules whenever things get rough. As if she believes that if the idols don't blindly follow every rule to the letter, we'll dissolve into utter chaos.
Wait, Persephone's at my house.
Is she right?
With Freddy.
Probably.
Threesome. What? Who said that? That's not what I clicked.
Do you think she's telling the truth? About the idols dying out?
I'm not sure. If it is true, why hasn't she told the rest of the chorus?
It sounds like she doesn't trust you.
Well, the feeling is mutual. At any rate, afraid we're going to have to disappoint her again.
Uh-oh. What now?
You need to go back to the reliquary, Grace.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
And she's correct.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
Not if Hecate murdered her for Athena.
But you might be able to remember what she was doing there.
Her memories? But I thought...
That it will take years, yes. But if you go somewhere important to Calliope, or touch something special to her, you'll get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
I'm willing to wager the place
Don't
Calliope
fight, girls.
fate has left its mark in Grace's psyche. We have only to uncover it.
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
I'm certainly not suggesting we ask Athena for permission.
Then you mean...
A week ago, I would have said breaking into the reliquary was impossible. Yet it appears Hecate can be surprised. If her book says she will be.
Let's hope the book says that again, I guess.
Unless you've some other plan. I'm all ears, as they say.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then they discover you and we apologize profusely.
Will not be a good look, though, just saying.
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
I do know something about how memories work after the transition, but no, I'm not certain. You want certainty? Wait until your trial. Without discovering more, the outcome of that is certain.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, my, you're just full of ideas, aren't you? Do you have any suggestions regarding how we might go about doing that?
Deja vu it is.
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of who attacked Calliope, or why she was there.
That would be
Anything we can
convenient.
work with. I've spoken to almost all the idols, and every single one says they hadn't seen or heard from her. If she was keeping to herself, then why now? What started this? We're missing something important, Grace.
What if Grace goes there and the memory she sees is that she attacked Calliope? A Grace from the future. It'd be a twist.
Possibly the dumbest twist.
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go in
Ooh.
with you. Hecate would sense me right away. I will, however, stay close by.
Good.
If anything happens, I'll come. Hecate won't stop me. The Minotaur won't stop me. Nothing will.
Ooh.
Gosh, it almost seems like you care.
Ugh, can we just get on with this already?
Jealous, Freddy? Singing in the back door.
Wait, are you sure this is right? Was that the right door?
You're asking me like I'm supposed to know?
It just
Stop
feels like we're back
talking.
inside again.
Be quiet.
Maybe that was some kind of portal or...
Whoa.
Or maybe we're right where we're supposed to be.
Then we should be careful. Remember what the Minotaur said? Alarms. Magical defenses.
None of which killed Calliope, we think. But sure, I hear you.
How do we avoid getting lost? It's like a labyrinth.
Oh, it is a labyrinth, but I've never had any trouble finding my way around. Hey, easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, no need to freak out. I'm a guardian, sure, but I'm not a monster. But, yeah, you know you're not supposed to be in here, right?
Not gonna lie.
I need this, Asterion. I have to figure out what Calliope did here. Please, can't you just let us look around?
Oh, it's just... Kate would be so mad.
She knows you're the sweetest, most thoughtful bullman there is. She'd understand.
I want to, but...
I'd really appreciate it.
I need to bring you back to Kate. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Hey! Come back! Oi, come back!
Hello, Freddy. Yeah, nice.
Okay. I don't hear anything. I think I'm all right. I hope Freddy's okay. She better be.
I just talked to
First,
Hecate
how
about
do I
books
do
for like
this? Where do I
1,000
even
years.
Start? Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just focus.
What? It worked. Yes. I have found her. You just got to be constipated briefly, and then you'll find. Ashley. Calliope. She wanted to look at its statues.
Yeah, it's weird, like I've definitely been here before.
Deja vu. I get deja vu a lot, to be fair. Maybe I'm an idol. Egg. I kind of want to look at the mirror, actually, but let's look at the instrument first. That makes sense. She's a muse. Instruments.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
What about statue?
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
What's written on the scroll?
I don't even know what language that is.
Maybe I can extend the olive branch to
They really
Athena.
charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
The mirror, there we go.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
What the? She spun around in circles. Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh. I don't suppose there's any chance you'll put those knives away.
The fuck? Like mannequins.
Okay, then.
Singing it is. No? Okay. Run? Run. Hey, Asterion?
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Because they're not alive. I think. Asterion! Oh dear. This is not good. Bah. Oh, that's a shadow creature.
Grace?
Oh, it's Freddy.
Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
Again, it's a Laura joke. Hey Freddy, what the fuck are you thinking? Freddy?
No, I won't let you.
What the f-
Freddy!
Oh, God. Oh, God, Freddy.
No, 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 no.
By the gods.
You summoned the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
I didn't
talk to any fates. There were figures in the mirror, but they vanished when the Furies got there.
This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted.
And how
But
is...
now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
Persephone, we can't just... There must be something we can do.
She made her choice, Grace.
What the fuck?
No! It's not right!
Come. There's nothing more to be done.
Did Freddy have something to do with the murder then? Like... Why would the Fates kill Freddy? The Furies of it, you know? Unless she had something to do with it.
I'm sorry it came to this, Grace. It's clear what your friend meant to you.
It should have been me, not her.
Don't say that.
This was my fight, my problem. I'm already slated to die, if anyone paid the price.
Your friend gave you the chance to not repeat history. Don't waste it.
So did the Fates kill
Grace,
Calliope then?
is that how Calliope died? Was she also attacked by the Furies? Do you remember?
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
No doubt sent by the same person. Perhaps for the same reason.
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate
Athena?
had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
No one does, not these days. Hecate herself would have been my guess. Zeus might have, in his role as king of old Olympus, but he is long gone.
Clearly someone can do it.
Unless they weren't summoned. They could have been responding to something you did unwittingly, something Calliope also did. And what that could be? I'm afraid I have no clue.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just a feeling. I still don't understand why.
There's only one use for that mirror, to speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates know all that is or will be. Destiny is theirs to command, or so it's said. One contacts them either to know one's fate, or to change it. Not that the Fates are likely to oblige.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They exist to punish. They demanded blood, and blood was taken. It didn't need to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
They wouldn't have rested, not ever, until they had their due.
Can these fates really control the future?
They control the fate of all beings. I imagine it's they who give Apollo his powers, and they who write Hecate's books.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with them.
Or you, it seems.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
They're not known to be vindictive. If they don't want to answer, they simply won't.
Sad.
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
Think of them as forces of nature, but an aspect mortals rarely encounter. They're older than any idol. They were created to enforce the ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Well, there were. Laws even the idols had to obey, from the earliest days of old Olympus. Even if they still existed and you'd broken one, we would all know. These are not petty crimes one stumbles into.
I don't know what to do. We still
Maybe I
have
should have
no
looked at
idea
more
why
things
Calliope
before the
wanted to talk to
mirror.
the Fates.
Well, there is another way to ask them.
I wondered how long that would take. Hecate is enraged. She's threatened to close off the reliquary entirely and forever. Athena is beside herself.
How long have you been standing there?
Bit creepy.
Long enough. You just had to keep pushing, didn't you? Until you got what you wanted.
This isn't about me. We're out of options, Apollo.
What do you mean?
And you know there's only one other way to contact the Fates.
Oh, how convenient.
Enough, both of you. This isn't helping anyone.
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The Fates
Chiseled
will
man.
respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
But that's not why you originally agreed to help me?
No, that's not why.
Hades is dead, no?
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
Oh,
They
what
won't
about?
take you.
They might, if you ask them to.
They were friends
Then
with
why
Freddy.
did you come, Apollo? To gloat? To wish Grace well? Or to actually help? Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the Fates. It's simple.
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
Hades
But
down.
you can't claim it because you're
Way
barred from
down.
Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
A rule? What
So
rule?
if we go to Hades and find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into exactly?
A great deal.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
Oh, it's another crazy plan, right?
Grace.
Let's do it.
I know,
What,
I know.
Apollo?
There's no point in
Are
stopping
you
now.
just gonna say
is there?
you don't want my help again?
I can't. I'm sorry. But this is a step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies, according to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Can we
Hold on, wait.
get it
What
back?
does that mean? If her soul is in Hades, then...
It means the ruler of Hades can release her.
That's assuming everything remained as it was. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
Shall I wait here, or...?
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
And me. And Grace.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
This is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything.
Freddy dead,
You
we're gonna get her
wanna
back.
get in huge trouble, but for what?
Freddy's dead, Hermes.
What? When did that happen?
She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too. I know you wouldn't want to abandon her.
Okay.
Through
Signal when you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades.
I'll pay that price. I'll sacrifice you,
I think I
Apollo.
can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
Alright. Get in.
Welcome to the real underworld.
Wow. It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter.
Who's
Bitter
on it?
shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I
No.
fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
I like Orpheus. No, I don't want to. Orpheus.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here
Orpheus.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
Orpheus and Eurydice.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left.
He almost did it.
Hades tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours?
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
He's more of a hairdryer. Those hot air rather than cool.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne.
Wasn't he the son of a muse?
Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx.
It's Orpheus, the son of a muse. Yeah, Orpheus was the son of Calliope.
The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Creepy boats. Creepy boat. That's a big ass boat. Jeez. He's a big ass dude. is correct.
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Core Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Hey there. I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
That wasn't very clear.
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing? He says he's always liked the muses and that you're very pretty. No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him. Let's get underway, Corone. It's a long ride to the throne room.
Already glowing. No, ignore them. Ignore the dead people. Don't look into the river. Oh, it's not in the river even. They're just by the sides of the river, on the banks of the sticks.
I wouldn't touch that.
There we go.
Way
Ooh.
too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story. Every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes, then suddenly found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Ilia's dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
It wasn't your fault. There was no right or wrong. It wasn't your fault. You didn't belong. If my life was stolen, I wouldn't know where to turn. Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
Okay, Laura. Ooh.
Someone's coming. There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too.
Yeah, it does.
We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
You
coming.
better be ready.
A wolf is waiting in the tomb.
He's a master of his
Someone's
craft.
coming.
We have to take back
I can feel them howling at the
what
moon.
is mine. Forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been. What happened to the music?
You can change the music.
Waiting for you, Persephone, for so long.
Oh, he's got emo tears.
And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny. Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song. A welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse. Any requests? Questions?
Are you really that good?
Down, loop it. I wouldn't say that I'm good. I wouldn't say that I'm great. I wouldn't say that my timing's perfect. I wouldn't say that I'm late.
Oh, you were a bit late though.
The best that's ever been. The best you've ever seen. The best you've ever heard. And I haven't even really sung a single word.
I think I chose poorly.
Okay, just getting a gauge. Not your thing? Try again. Another request?
My friend is dead. Can you help me?
Loop. The river keeps secrets deep in the water. How far do you sink till you're buried below? I challenged the fates and found my Eurydice, but you had to kill her, and I won't let it go. You're asking the wrong person.
It wasn't your fault. How are you to react? It wasn't your fault. Now there's no turning back. If my love was taken, I wouldn't know where to turn. Your candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
This tete-a-tete is over. If he's the victim, what am I?
Queen, let's not lose our composure. The muse understands.
Well, I won't comply. I'd rather die. The throne was stolen after I murdered the king. You should be grateful and thank me for everything. And yet you scream like a boy. You kick the ground. I was a slave.
Eurydice is gone because you did nothing.
Orpheus, there was nothing I could do.
I saw your whispers, poison behind your kill.
It wasn't me.
If I cannot have my revenge, you're the next best thing.
Orpheus,
Instead of a life of despair, Hades would have ended you there. This place would still be humming.
Oh, I rather doubt that.
It doesn't make it any less true.
I'm high. Am I the one on trial now?
It wasn't your fault. You were never to blame. Hades was a monster. We were part of his game. Orpheus, where's your fire? When will the music return?
The candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn.
I mean, it's kind of time for both of them to move on, but I think I want to go with this.
that throne doesn't belong to you, and you know it.
We all throw our secrets into the water. The shoreline is littered with every regret.
I'm not too proud of all that's washed up here. I'll put it behind me.
And I won't
Should have paid rent,
forget
Orpheus.
you're letting it go, and I won't forget.
Maybe now you can go to Santa Fe.
I'd forgotten how sweet a melody could be. Such thoughts become clouded in this place. Forgive me, my lady of the night.
Squishy.
An empty chair for an empty kingdom.
La 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 la.
It doesn't sound like it brings you anything but bad memories.
Perhaps you're right. All the reasons I wanted it are long gone now.
Oh. Yo.
Feel better?
Yes. That makes what I have to tell you all the more difficult.
What do you mean?
I lied. Even if we could find Freddie, you couldn't bring her back. The laws of death are not so easily circumvented.
And the fates?
They will not help you
What?
or anyone. Even if you could speak to them, they will not care. And never will.
Oh.
You didn't once consider telling me? I might have helped you regardless.
You, perhaps. But Apollo? I suppose we'll never know.
Does that mean it ends the romance option? This is going to be a no romance playthrough of that because Freddy's dead. It was Freddy or Persephone.
I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, you're you. And I believed what I wanted to believe.
Grace,
The irony is that you didn't really want the thing you did all this for. So we walk away with nothing.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Ready?
Freddy, you're here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
I do. I want to go back. I want it all to go back. It's not supposed to end like this.
This isn't the end. Hey, it's not by a long shot. You still have a whole story to finish.
Without you.
Yeah. Without me.
I don't want to.
Well, I don't blame you. I happen to be really good company. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you
Calliope?
really need to meet.
That's useful. Actually,
Calliope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace. Idols don't...
Is inside Grace. The rest of me? I'm here, Persephone.
Ashley's so quiet. Why is she quiet?
I Guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
I don't get it.
Confusion.
I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
The memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection.
They fade?
That's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
What?
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No. I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
It's a long way. Oh, yeah, no, I understand.
You don't mean to say that Apollo is responsible for your death, right? But his prophecy is.
Yes. It said I needed to die.
Someone else knew about the prophecy. Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
What did I say? Huh? What did I damn well say? Fucking Athena. Why did
you go to the
reliquary? You want to talk to the
reliquary?
fates about changing
We
the
know
prophecy or
about the
something?
mirror, but
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could.
Yeah.
If they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
Did Pan tell Athena directly then? Then why would he also tell Medusa?
you went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it.
I wonder if he knew the prophecy long
He
ago.
told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
I don't blame you, in case you're wondering.
You don't?
You didn't ask for all this to happen. You did the best you could, Calliope.
Thank you for saying that, Grace.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
They can't continue in their ways. Because she's going to insist on them changing.
That's it then. Now we know the whole truth.
We need to confront Athena. Apollo, too, for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
We don't know that.
I have to go back. I have no idea what will happen.
You just interpret it differently. It's easy. I mean, it's not easy, but...
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go.
I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go.
It's time to
deep within my soul. You will remain with me, a best friend through the dark. Gone, you're irreplaceable. It's time to go. It was quick and so was I. I was not prepared to die, but Grace, I choose this, and I know you'll get by. It's time. So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud, Grace.
Freddie, I gave everything to watch you go. I know.
Now it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Very sad.
You've returned. I see Freddy isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
Be honest with him now. Oh.
Then what happened?
Then we found Calliope.
Calliope, but her Eidolon is inside you. How
It doesn't work like that. The Eidolon is only a part of an idol. The rest just...
Calliope told us what happened. The prophecy. How you warned her. How you've been lying to us. You knew. You knew the truth this entire time. Even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Why did you say you'd help? You could have stayed out of it.
I tried that. You wouldn't let me.
Oh, so now it's my fault?
Whatever you were trying to do, Apollo, you failed. We know the prophecy now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
When it, you know. That means he's saying he's always wrong.
Leave. It's what you're best at.
He does seem to leave a lot. This is true.
I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
Does there still need to be a trial? If we go to Athena privately, maybe we could work out some kind of deal.
She won't make a deal. All that will afford her is a chance to kill you before the trial.
She tried that once already.
And your friend died as a result. No, it's a clever thought, but Athena needs to be challenged in front of everyone. I intend to keep my promise. We go to the trial and I'll help you, even if it means overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Oh god.
Great.
Oh, Freddy. Maybe can I talk to? Do I get to talk to multiple people? Because I wanna. There is another way to interpret it.
Oh, it's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
Look, I know you care about Apollo. I'm not here to hurt him.
Uh-huh, yeah. And, why should I believe you?
Because I just came to talk. I want to sort this out. If I can.
I guess I can go ask him if he wants to talk to you. Don't be surprised if he says no, though.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
I know how Persephone feels. But not you. You'd have every right to be furious with me.
All of the things. I didn't think it was. I kind of did, maybe.
So you've said. I'm more worried about you, actually.
Worried about me? After all you've been through?
When I'm
I
onto my
lost
side.
already. I can't lose anyone else.
His belly
When I
button's
first
weird.
became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings.
What warnings?
You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it will be different.
You don't know everything, Apollo. Half the problem is that you and every other idol thinks they do.
What do you mean?
Trying to prevent the prophecy is what's making it come true.
So you want to, what? Stop trying?
Maybe.
It's like That's So Raven.
I hope you can forgive me, Grace.
I can only tell you I understand so many times. You really need to get your ears checked.
I guess all that remains is the trial. Whatever happens, Grace, I'll be standing right there by you.
Thank you. Pan? Are you here?
He always is. Right?
Pan!
Hippity hoppity. On
All
someone's
right then.
property.
Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
That depends. Do you still think I'm a lost cause? Dead woman walking?
I think if anyone could find a way out of this predicament, it would be you.
Very carefully said.
I certainly thought so. I've been practicing in a mirror and everything. Ah, you've learned something. Something not altogether pleasant, I'm guessing.
Why don't you tell me, Pan?
Tell you what, Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction. Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I have any advice to offer.
Okay, where do I begin?
Well, of course it was Athena.
Wait, you knew?
No, how could I?
So what now?
Let the prophecy play out.
Huh?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the last muse will die. Just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue. Seems reasonable enough.
I doubt Athena would agree. Or many of the other idols, for that matter.
Yes, well, if history says anything about the idols, it's that we're a bunch of reactionaries who make poor decisions. Frankly, change is long overdue. Continuing on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so. I'm rather looking forward to the trial now. How exciting.
I think Pan agrees with me. That, like, you can interpret it differently. It's not that the idols have to die. It's not like the last muse or the idols die. It's like the idols don't continue as they are. You know? That's what I think. But I'm just a dumb boy.
It's been difficult looking at you and knowing a part of her was inside you.
Laura Bailey giggles.
At first, when I thought you might have actually killed her, I was
enraged.
But I'm the one I should be angry at. I drove Calliope away.
Calliope.
I wasted all that time being stubborn.
Calliope.
And now she's gone.
That's why you pulled away from me, isn't it? At the club.
At the club.
You look at me and see her. Even after Hades.
It's not that simple, Grace.
So what is it then? Tell me.
I don't know if I can do this. Us.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I keep wondering, do I like you because of you? Or because Calliope is a part of you? As you gain her memories, will you become more and more like her? Will you think of me as she did? You deserve more than that, Grace.
But that's Grace's choice to make, not yours.
And what if I still want this? Us? What then?
That's two choices where I could have broken it off.
You were a glutton for punishment.
Oh, good crap. Something just drip? Oh no, it's just like artifacts on the bookshelf.
Do you miss being immortal, Grace?
It's been a week.
It's been a week, Persephone. If I live past the trial, I'll let you know.
That was a good line.
Yes, the trial.
It's a whole thing, I hear.
Whatever happens, Calliope will approve of us defying Athena.
Could have asked her, I guess. Wait, don't go. Oh, never mind. Well, trial time. Let's see if we get executed. Oh, going back to the auditorium.
So this is it. All your new friends have lied to you, but somehow they're gonna get you through the trial, right?
Left.
I wish Freddy were here.
He is. Deep down inside.
Like a boat lost at sea with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. I'll embrace the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like
Spirits?
No sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold water, no star to be seen. In your heart, we remain. You do not sail in vain.
Is it just all the past Calliopes, or is it also the other muses past?
In my heart,
Because then you could say they're not the last muse. She is all the muses.
I do not
So the last muse doesn't live.
sail in vain.
Hmm?
Okay, here we go. Hello?
Oh, Grace, there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
Hello?
Care to explain how this is supposed to work? I don't exactly have an itinerary.
How this works is, you follow us.
I'll follow Hermes, not you. Spike trap immediately. No, okay, we're good.
Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
Sheesh.
Is this a real place?
It's the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing. Let's begin.
Aphrodite, Eros will be on my side. Persephone's on my side. Apollo's on my side. Pan? I don't know. Hecate? I don't know. Medusa will be on my side.
Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying. It will not be long before even our immortality deserts us. The time for extreme measures has arrived.
How do you know it's true? How can you be so certain?
Each time we pass on our eidolon, we become a little less. It is, however, not solely that. I have had Hecate researching the matter for decades, and her results are conclusive. We are diminishing. I am at this trial to tell you that, as always, I will look
Like you looked out for
you.
Calliope?
I will save you. Trust in me, Pallas Athena, daughter of Zeus and leader of the chorus, and I will do anything it takes to keep you all alive.
You'll do anything? It must be difficult. Feeling as if everything is on your shoulders, and yours alone. One moment of weakness and it all falls apart. You've been doing this for so long, you don't even know how to stop, do you?
Oh, dear child. Why on earth would I stop?
Because what you've done is wrong. If it wasn't, then why not come clean? Go on. Tell them about Apollo's prophecy. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
We spoke to Calliope in Hades. She told us how you sent the Furies after her.
You couldn't have.
Yes, I could. There's more to an idol than just the eidolon. Maybe you even knew that once, but you've forgotten it. Just like all the idols have. You don't know everything, Athena.
No. I do not accept this. You are lying.
You're the one who's been lying. Or would you like to explain to the idols how you murdered Calliope based on a vague prophecy? Tell them.
Yes, it's me. It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets it done. Don't you see?
Main character syndrome.
It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry, hooray, once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you. All these things that you are not prepared to do. You, it's not just you. Time to put you in check. There are other idols too. You irritating speck.
Aren't you aware?
It's time. These people came. Time to wring your necks, little girls.
Seems like a theme here. I grabbed the brass ring, but then what to do? A great shiny throne, but still in the darkness. Kill her today, and Athena, that's you too.
Of course you would make it all about you.
Still, it might be worth listening to another view.
None of you see. So it's down to me. It's fine. I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all? You just see a scrap. You wanna make the call. You need to hold the map. You cloistered.
You don't see everything, Athena.
Children, it's time for you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too. Form a queue. Time to follow through.
Cause and effect. You feed this thing more blood, you'll feel regret. I know you know I'm right. You feel it deep inside. If I stop now, Olympus is wrecked.
No.
Cause and effect.
I had a thought, but will Hecate stand beside me? I'm pretty sure Aphrodite will. Willie, destroy Hecate.
Athena, you know me. I'm not the kind who is ruled by emotion. But I don't wanna be a murder accessory.
Not again, at least. Pop off, Hysterian.
Of course, it's me. Because of me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're all looking on at her stranger wearing my face. My Olympus is gone. Now I'm some other one. Just how long has she been in play?
I'm sure you might want to do this to yourself. You got a lot of time to change. Ah, it's either I'm sure you meant well or a lot. You had a lot of time to change. Seems harsh. But she did. She meant. She thought she was doing the right thing.
You set off hoping you could get to somewhere right. But it's been too many years since the mainland was in sight. There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong.
Oh, by the way, I'm not. This is. So like, this is perfect proof that like you can never, you can't write an original melody anymore. Like, there's been so many times playing through this where I've been like, oh, that's like, this like single phrase is like the same as a phrase in a different song. But obviously they're different. They're not copied, and even if they were, it doesn't really matter.
Be strong. No cost is great enough.
Copyright is bullshit.
It was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is.
Punch her. I don't forgive you.
I leave it up to you what to do with
Back in our lighthouse. But now it's not red.
this. You ruled this place. I think it's time you made some space. Enough of you. It's overdue. Step away. Let it go.
I didn't say step away. step down, but I'm just hoping she doesn't mean she's gonna like disappear into nothing just like Zeus did.
and sail it to something new.
Ooh. That's nice. A little. Considering something, there's something new. They can no longer just lead. Brand new chorus. Brand new. We don't need a brand new chorus. Just a zhuzhed up chorus, you know. And shouldn't the chorus be made up of muses? You know, because it's a chorus.
Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And?
And oh.
So you're in charge now, I'm guessing.
No one's
For
in
the
charge.
moment, but it appears we're about to have a repeat of what happened in Hades.
What does that mean?
It
Getting rid of the
means
chorus.
we are
Yeah.
disbanding the chorus.
And
Not
now
only that, we have decided to
the
reveal
idols can't continue
ourselves
as they are.
to the mortal world.
You're planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
It won't be right away, so those who are too fearful can go into hiding. But it's time. No more laws, no more secrets.
I have some
I have a few
ideas.
thoughts as to how you could go about revealing yourselves.
Oh?
If there's time, we could prepare a campaign.
A campaign? You make it sound like preparing for battle.
It is, kinda. The idols would be stars before you know it. If you're famous enough, there's only so much that can be done to you.
Now that is a marvelous idea indeed.
So I'm gonna be the PR rep for all the idols then.
I'd like a moment alone with Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you did it, Grace. The trial has come.
I'm still standing.
Still standing.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Copyright strike. I think we did.
And
We
fulfilled the prophecy
fulfilled,
while I
fulfilled the
Fulfilled
prophecy.
it. Haven't we prevented it?
I'm the last muse. It was my trial. Now what's happening to the idols because of it?
We're no longer continuing. Not as we were. Yes, I see.
Athena couldn't conceive of a change that didn't mean death for the idols. But here we are.
When we last spoke, you told me you wanted things to continue between us. Now that things are finally resolved, I understand.
When we met, you said you'd help me. To a point.
I did.
And then at the trial, you stood by me. Even when Athena said she'd kill anyone beside me.
I wasn't gonna lose you two, whatever it took.
Then I can safely say, I don't feel any differently.
Ready to go out and face the music, Grace?
Always.
Act 3, 2 months later. Finished Act 3? What do you mean finished Act 3? Why'd I get an achievement for finishing Act 3 when I started it just now?
Of course you're both here. In my apartment. Why wouldn't you be?
We were waiting for you.
How does it feel to be the idol spokesperson, appearing on every newscast, reputable and otherwise?
I'm exhausted.
The Oracle has been keenly following your progress. She records every appearance, every interview. She may be your biggest fan.
The way she talks, you'd think she never doubted who you were.
Well, at least she's been of great help to your online campaign.
Everyone here has also been busy. Would you like to hear the latest?
Is there any word yet on Aphrodite and Eros? They left the
They
city
left?
a while ago.
No.
Eros sent word, yes. Aphrodite has started A spiritual retreat?
That's
in
not
the
surprising.
mountains?
Let's call it a cult.
Whatever it is, he says it's been helping her. Being the goddess of love to the world once more has at last brought her peace.
I thought for sure they'd go into
Yay.
hiding. Aphrodite fears mortals more than any other idol, doesn't she?
Hence why she surrounded herself with only those who shower her with adoration.
As I recall, sister, you also headed several cults across the centuries.
The Eleusinian mysteries weren't about shoring up my ego, Apollo.
What about Venus? Did she go with them?
The mortal? I don't believe so. Last I heard,
Aw.
she opened a gallery. Aphrodite's become her patron.
That's nice.
Venus has painted most of the idols. I sat for her last week, in fact. It's made her rather successful.
Money, money, money. It must be funny. I do want to know about Athena, but we'll do that last.
What about Hecate and Asterion? Are they still at the reliquary?
Asterion is not, currently. He's going to appear on the next season of the television dating show.
I thought that was just a rumor.
Oh
no,
my god.
No. He is really doing it.
Fuck
Asterian's
yeah.
rather thrilled at all the attention. Last I spoke to him.
I don't understand the appeal.
He's a sweetheart, and you know it.
They better not mess with
I
my
hope you
boy.
find someone awesome.
As for Hecate, there's little chance of her leaving the reliquary. I assume she's
That's not
the same as
surprising.
always.
She is. Hecate enjoys the solitude. At any rate, she claims everything will change for us soon enough.
It is written, I'm guessing.
Naturally.
I wonder what happens there if I force her to get with Asterion.
And Medusa? I take it she's no longer at the reliquary.
She's staying with
business,
me
you mean?
for now. You did promise my help with her curse, if you recall.
Oh, how's that going?
Better than I might have expected.
Ah.
I have a few old friends who owe me favors, and they're making headway. Medusa is
Nice.
positively giddy at the prospect. She offered to help manage the underworld as repayment.
Yeah, I feel like she could be a...
Say I mind.
Hopefully she doesn't turn it into her personal buffet.
That too is...
Not
is-
if she wants
yeah.
her curse broken. We have an understanding.
I provide her
Kind
with
of you to
chickens.
take such a chance, sister.
Oh, I'm used to handling the odd snake. Frankly, we owe her the opportunity to try.
Have Persephone and Apollo made up? Because they would. I don't get to ask about Apollo. The guy...
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
The
Been a
revelation
while.
of the idols to the mortal world went far better than she could have dreamed. I think it shook her.
Well, she
Because
was
she could have done
wrong
it
about
hundreds of
great
years ago or
things.
something.
As the goddess of wisdom,
Long ago.
that's not an easy realization. So she left. Back
She'd
to
be
the old.
popular in Greece.
Back to the old world? It's a long way to travel by herself.
Well, I asked her to go. There's so
What?
many of us who went missing during the war. The idols going public
Ah.
might bring them out of hiding. Athena wanted to leave, and this gave her a purpose.
That's
We'll see if anything
nice.
comes of it.
Hopefully they find some. I don't know who, but
Is
some.
Hermes still around? I'm surprised they're not here with the rest of you.
Well, we've barely seen them of late.
Hermes has been busy.
Door
Become
hopping.
a social media darling, or
Oh
so
yeah,
the Oracle tells
of
me.
course.
The truly amusing part is that they're not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double-edged sword.
It's so easy to make
Hermes lives a
appearances.
charmed life. Never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
Start a delivery company and then change the name of it because you get a bad reputation for damaging people's packages.
What about Pan?
I mean
We
what?
haven't seen him since the trial.
No one's seen him.
Should we be worried? It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly harmless.
As far as I can tell,
He's got
he
two
did
arms, actually.
regret his involvement in Calliope's death.
As far as I can
Well,
tell.
no. At least for a time.
He'll be back with some new scheme to make us all groan.
You're not
Or
wrong.
moan.
I'd like to know what you've been up to, Persephone.
I've been thinking about selling the club, actually.
The underworld, really?
I don't need a substitute for the real thing. That's all it ever was, and I'm fine with having neither.
Plus, she's been busy helping all the idols remaining at Olympus. Quite unexpected.
Why is it unexpected? I was the last leader of the chorus. This is my responsibility. Also, I wanted to free up some of my time. For you, Grace.
For me?
Cute.
You've been on the road single-handedly keeping the idols afloat. I thought you could use some company.
Being away from you so much has been the hardest part. I would love that.
And you were worried how she'd react.
I wasn't worried, I was concerned. Anyhow, I'm glad you agree.
That means they're on talking terms as well.
What about you,
Yes.
Apollo? Still planning on leaving the city?
What are you
Soon,
doing, boy?
I think. All the attention on the idols is proving rather taxing.
Ooh, running away again, brother.
That was a weird gap.
I suppose you could say that. Really, I just came by to see Grace.
Whoa, he's really close.
Apologize one last time.
I told you don't need to keep doing that.
Yes, well. I'm glad things worked out as they did. You'll all be fine without me.
One day you will learn, brother. Not today, but someday.
Someday, somewhere, somehow.
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Oh, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
Perhaps a round of drinks at the underworld.
Yeah.
In Calliope's honor.
I'd like that, actually.
Apollo, perhaps we could meet you there?
Yeah, of course. I'll go on ahead.
He can take hints. This is good.
I have something I'd like to say.
Oh, yeah?
Moving forward often comes with heartbreak.
Oh, why is she so far away?
Leaving the fears you nested in. Take your broken pieces and assemble.
She sounds good though.
Life that you are proud to live. We stayed your
That's better.
execution. You and I. You and I was queen of the underworld. And you, Grace. You've shown me that I'm not all I can be. A light to lead the way from hell. Darling, when you dare to defy me, God's the fire within me swells. You and I, Grace, together victorious. There's nothing to stop us now.
Yeah! Yay! Oh. That was lovely. I'm gonna end it there because I've got to go help. I've got to go cook dinner. But I think I will maybe do another run through on stream. Do some different stuff. We'll see. Yeah. It was lovely.